Let's observe silence for some time. Oh, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7. We'll chant from verse number 11 to 15.
कामरागविवर्जितम् धर्माविरुद्धो भूतेषु कामोऽस्मि भरतर्षभ ये चैव सात्विका भावाः राजसास्तामसाश्च ये मत्त एवेति तान् विद्धि न त्वहं तेषु ते मयि त्रिभिर्गुणमयैर्भावैः येभिः सर्वमिदं जगत् मोहितं नाभिजानाति मामेभ्यः परमव्ययम् दैवी ह्येषा गुणमयी मम माया दुरत्यया मामेव ये प्रपद्यन्ते मायामेतां तरन्ति ते न मां दुष्कृतिनो मूढाः प्रपद्यन्ते नराधमाः माययापहृतज्ञानाः आसुरं भावमाश्रिताः
Last week we studied verse number 11 of chapter 7. So currently we are on the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. In case somebody is new, you already must have received the details, the playlist of chapter 7. So you can listen to the recordings of maybe 4 or 5 lectures in this chapter. So what are the main points? A quick recap. I am the strength of the strong, devoid of desire and attachment. I am reading verse translation of 11, verse number 11. In beings, I am desire, which is not contrary to dharma, order of the Vedas, meaning order of as per the scriptural injunctions. Oh, Bharata Rushabha, oh, Arjuna, one of his names. So, see, it's all symbolic. We need to understand what's the practical message for all of us and how we apply this in our day to day life, at home, at work, in any facet of your life, my life. So when Krishna says, I am the strength of the strong, devoid of desire and attachment. So what is telling us that your strength is directly related to your selfishness. The more selfish you are, less strength you have. The more unselfish you have, more powerful you are. So strength means power, energy, motivation, inspiration, productivity. So people complain that I'm tired, there is no energy, and genuinely you may feel tired, fatigue towards the end of the week on Thursday or Friday. And ignorant people believe it is action which is tiring you. So action can never tire you. You learn this today if you didn't know it before. So what tires you is your selfishness in the action. And due to your selfishness in action, it keeps on producing more and more egocentric desires and attachment. So therefore, while acting in the present, your mind is constantly fluctuating. Past, future, worry, anxiety. So that's what drains you, not action. So therefore, if you want energy, if you want strength, if you want to be powerful, you need to serve. Start at home. Obviously, using your intellect, not indiscriminately, understood. So any person who functions with this attitude in any aspect of life, that person will be truly powerful person in every sense of the term. You will have all the motivation, all the energy, you will be highly productive, and you'll be consistently productive, consistently energetic. It's a very practical concept, especially those who are working in the profession or those who have their own business. That action can never tire you. Write it down. Just memorize this sentence. So, what tires you is your selfishness in the action. So, therefore, he's saying, I'm the strength of the strong, devoid of desire and attachment. And I am desire which is not contrary to dharma. So, the word dharma here means scriptures support this desire. In fact, all the scriptures, they support only one desire. What is that desire? Desire for spiritual enlightenment, self-realization. So that is approved. All other desires are secular. However noble that desire may be, it is not permitted. Why it is not permitted? Because it will pin you down to the terrestrial world. So we often give example of dream and waking state to understand this concept. If a dreamer has to wake up from the dream state is not real. His true identity is he's a waker, she's a waker. He belongs to the waking state. So the only desire which will push him out of the dream world is desire to wake up. So any desire pertaining to the dream world, he will remain in the dream. He will never come out. So therefore, all desires are secular, meaning they are terrestrial. Therefore, scriptures permit only one desire, the desire for liberation, desire to come out of this illusion in which we all are caught up. To put it in a simple way, all other desires, they take you towards the world. The direction is wrong. And you get more and more enmeshed, which he's going to explain from verse number 12 onwards. So these were the main points we discussed last week in this verse. So I just recapped. So are we okay? The group is okay?
You're muted, Amaji.
So could you not hear me what I said so far?
No, we heard it. Only the
Yes.
last sentence. Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah. Until you said everyone is clear.
Understood.
Oh, okay. All right. So I just want to see everybody on the screen, Vijay. I mean, each time it's happening. I don't know why. Yeah, perfect. So no questions? All clear? Verse number 12.
ये चैव सात्विका भावाः राजसास्तामसाश्च ये मत्त एवेति तान् विद्धि न त्वहं तेषु ते मयि ये चैव सात्विका भावाः राजसास्तामसाश्च ये मत्त एवेति तान् विद्धि न त्वहं तेषु ते मयि.
Translation. And whatever natures that are sattvika, rajasika, and tamasika, these know as from me alone, supreme reality, me meaning supreme reality. I am not in them, but they are in me. Ocean is saying, waves are in me. I am not in the waves. Are you with me? Snake is in the rope. Rope is not in the snake. So world is in the supreme reality. Supreme reality is not in the world. World is a projection on supreme reality. That's what he is telling us. The word we use in Vedanta is Brahman, means supreme reality. So this pluralistic world is a projection on the supreme reality. Substratum of the world is Brahman, supreme reality or God. You can use any word. So the supreme reality is saying, as it were, that the world is in me, I'm not in the world. So where there is supreme reality, you and I are seeing a pluralistic world. That is our experience. So as your mind, so is the world. So the mind has three gunas, textures, mental textures. It is called as sattva, rajas, and tamas. If you're hearing it for the first time, it's very important concept. So where there is oneness, where there is no duality, you and I are projecting a world as per our nature. Gunas means nature, mental textures. So there are three mental textures. First you understand this, then the rest of the part will be clear. So sattva, rajas, and tamas. This is the texture of your vasanas. It is one and the same. So sattva is the highest quality in any human being. Inferior to sattva is rajas and the lowest is tamas. You can call it A, B, and C. If you don't understand these three words, it doesn't matter. So what is sattva? Sattva is nothing but when you are calm, when you are composed, when you are content, when you are matured, when your desires are under control, your intellect supervises your desires. Quantity is less, and the quality of your whatever desires you have, they're all noble, unselfish desires. Your objective in whatever you do in life, at home, at work. So everybody has sattva. Then rajas is a state where you're totally caught up in the world. All your actions, all your activities, they are desire ridden. They are selfish. You want more and more. You are totally entangled in the world. You are attached. You are possessive. Emotional. Emotions disturb you. You want this, you want that. So running in the world like a chicken without a head, meaning you don't know what do you want. Chasing your desires throughout your life, which produces mental agitations. And ignorance, tamas is nothing but ignorance. It's a state of ignorance, lethargy, heedlessness, indifference. Now, what is interesting is every human being has all three gunas, all three mental textures. This is what you need to understand. However, sattvic person may be a refined human being, he or she has to have traces of rajas and tamas. Even a person who is totally tamasic, even he will have traces of good traces of rajas and little bit of sattva. A few days back, I was watching documentary on these crimes committed in America. It's fascinating, that analysis. I think it's called as 48 hours. I don't know whether anybody knows it. Amazing analysis. I mean, I've seen so many, but here the way they explain, just to the point. And some of the crimes they have committed is, you get goosebumps even, I mean, against children and innocent women and all that. And when sometimes they interview the criminal, I mean, see, you can clearly see, though he has committed crime, he's a serial killer, maybe 8, 10 innocent people he has killed, but still he has affection towards his own wife and children. Are you with me? Otherwise, the first victim will be, he'll come home and kill his own family. I mean, it doesn't happen that way. So, however gross that tamas, heedless, almost like an animal, but even such a person has got some affection, love affection, some identification, at least towards his family member. So, every human being is made up of these three mental textures, sattva, rajas, tamas. ABC, if you don't understand these three words. That is why we all are different. No two human beings are same, because the proportion of sattva, rajas, and tamas is different. Are you following so far? And your mission in life is to deal with rajas and tamas. You don't have to worry about sattva. As you deal with tamas and rajas with this knowledge, with your efforts, sattva will automatically manifest. But supreme reality is beyond sattva. That's what is going to tell us. Even if you're sattvic, it is still a projection on supreme reality. Yes, you may be close to supreme reality, but still you're very much caught up in the terrestrial world. So your mission in life is to rise from tamas to rajas to sattva, and ultimately go beyond sattva. That's every human being's mission in life. Number one. Second interesting point is I'm just trying to explain sattva, rajas, tamas in detail so that you know what is this concept. Though in this verse, that's not what he is telling us. He just mentions this sattva, rajas, tamas is nothing but projection on supreme reality. But then what do you understand the practical implication of that? So that's what I'm trying to do here. So these mental textures, they manifest at different times of a day. It is very scientific. It's happening to everybody, all human beings. So early morning, everybody is calm and composed. However disturbed you are relatively calm and composed. So the time between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. is called as sattvic time. So naturally you are calm and composed. Once the sun rises, you can say around 7 o'clock till 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, there's a natural tendency to rush into the world to fulfill your desire. So it's called as Rajasic time. And after 7 o'clock evening, whatever vices you have, whatever indulgences you have, they will come out. Even a highly sattvic person, whatever tamas he or she has, it will manifest at that time. So gambling, drinking, partying, all these indulgent tendencies, they will manifest after sundown is very conducive. If you understand this, and if you are logical in your thinking, naturally sattvic time is most conducive for your study and reflection. So any study reflection which you do after 6 is not really productive. I mean, you may do it if you can't, but you must put efforts to do your study reflection as close to 6 a.m. as possible. For all of you, 5 o'clock in the morning is practical. We get up at 4 or 4:15, which may be far-fetched. But 5, 5:15, 5:30 is definitely doable for all of you. And even if you had to do some serious planning in your own profession, if you do it during this time, there is no comparison. It will be highly productive. But what is happening to most people, that since you are operating at the level of rajas and tamas, and you don't get up in the morning, you don't experience that fine hour of the day, early morning time, and you miss out on study and reflection. So you need to make changes in your lifestyle. It's not difficult. It may take some efforts. It's not going to happen immediately. But if you keep a target that I want to hit a bed at 9:30, okay, fine, 10 o'clock is doable. Most of the times you can do that. So if you sleep at 10, you can easily get up at 5 o'clock. It's no big deal. So remember this. But sattva, rajas, and tamas is nothing but projection on the supreme reality. Are you following the thought flow? So you project that. A sattvic person will project a sattvic word. A rajasic person will project a rajasic word. A tamasic person will project a tamasic word. But all this is projected on the supreme reality. So therefore, he says, these know as from me alone. The source is only Brahman, supreme reality, which is not understood, and that misunderstanding produces this pluralistic word of sattva, rajas, tamas in this context. I am not in them, but they are in me. So we already discussed waves and ocean example. See, waves are limited. However big the wave may be, it is limited, isn't it? Wave has birth and death. It has beginning, it has end. Wave means disturbance. But if you go to the ocean, ocean is unlimited, it's vast, it is everywhere. Ocean has no birth or death. It has no beginning or end. It was always there. And ocean is calm, serene. See, all the disturbances are at the surface level. Even if there is a, I don't know, hurricane in the ocean, if you go 200 feet below, 300 feet below, it will be absolutely calm and composed. So similarly, what's the comparison? World is limited. It has beginning and end. Everything has got beginning and end. World means disturbance. That's the definition of world. Because constantly it is changing. It's a flux of a change. But what supports the world is supreme reality. That supreme reality is unlimited. Meaning it is infinite. It is everywhere. Supreme reality has got no beginning. It has got no end. It was always there. It is absolutely serene, is absolutely calm, which is your original nature. So, what Brahman is telling us, as it were, that Brahman or supreme reality remains unaffected by the qualities and properties of the world it projects. So that's the main message. So who are you? You are that supreme reality. But you are caught up in this pluralistic world as per your nature, which is sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic. But actually, you are at peace. Even if you feel you are disturbed, you are agitated, the real you is never disturbed. It is always calm, it is always content, it is always serene, it is always objective, it is always peaceful. So, mission in life is to get to that state. Are you following the thought flow, or you're finding it too complicated? You will understand. There are more verses to come. So all these verses put together, it makes sense, because topic 3 is starting from verse number 12. Those who have the book, they will know what I am saying. So it's from verse number 12 to 15. It is called "The Vicious Do Not Know or Seek Brahman," topic 3. So in topic 3, the first verse was 12. Verse number 13, please.
त्रिभिर्गुणमयैर्भावैः एभिः सर्वमिदं जगत् मोहितं नाभिजानाति मामेभ्यः परमव्ययम् त्रिभिर्गुणमयैर्भावैः एभिः सर्वमिदं जगत् मोहितं नाभिजानाति मामेभ्यः परमव्ययम्.
Deluded by these natures composed of the 3 gunas, already discussed in verse number 12. So you're caught up in sattva, rajas, and tamas as per your nature. So since you're caught up, you're deluded by sattva, rajas, tamas, all this world, the effect of that is what? All this world does not know me well, meaning supreme reality, as above them and immutable, meaning changeless. So waves, they don't know what is ocean, though that's its substratum, but wave does not know. It is constantly caught up in its life, which is nothing but disturbance. See, in physics, in school, we all learn this concept, refraction of a light through a prism. 8th standard, 9th standard, I think we all studied this, isn't it? So I'm going to jog your memory. And incidentally, it's in the book. Those who have the book, if you are new, please get hold of this book. It's available on Amazon. I'm going to project it, but those who have book, it is there, that chart. Which verse it is there, Vijay?
Verse 25, Amaji.
Yeah, you can also see in the book, or Vijay is going to project it for us. So it's called as refraction of light through a prism. It's physics. So the beam of light, colorless light, when it strikes a prism, see the light breaks down, and what you get is 7 Vigouric colors. You can see there: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. But light is colorless. The beam of light, we do that experiment. So when that beam of light strikes, it's also called as incident ray. When it strikes the prism, so what comes out from the other end is the 7 colors. That's the concept of rainbow also, isn't it? So though light has no color, it is colorless, so you can say it is white. But when it passes through the prism, you get 7 colors. So similarly, supreme reality or pure consciousness in this context, they are synonyms. It is immutable, it is unchanging. There is only one supreme reality. There is no duality. But when this pure consciousness passes through sattva, rajas, tamas, which is nothing but your vasanas, it projects a pluralistic world of objects and beings. Are you getting it? See, just as the beam of light is colorless, but when it passes through a prism, what do you get? It is refracted, and what you get is 7 colors. So similarly, supreme reality, pure consciousness, there is only one supreme reality. There's only oneness. There is no duality. But when it comes in contact with our vasanas, which is nothing but sattva, rajas, and tamas, what you experience is a pluralistic world. That's what you can see it on that graph. Pluralistic world of objects and beings. So where there is oneness, where there is only one supreme reality, you and I are experiencing what? What are we experiencing?
Pluralistic world.
We are experiencing a pluralistic world made up of objects and beings. And we have no clue of what supreme reality is, because we are completely caught up, completely enmeshed in the quagmire of perception, action, emotions, and thoughts. As per your nature, that's the continuation of thought. Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic, everybody is involved, everybody is entangled, everybody is experiencing a pluralistic world. Yes, Tamasic person is totally ignorant. He's completely caught up. Rajasic person also is completely caught up, but maybe slightly better than Tamasic. Sattvic person, he understands he's caught up, but he's also caught up. So everybody is caught up in this world. You are enmeshed in this world. You have no clue of what your original nature is, who you are. So how are you caught up in the world? Through your perceptions, actions, emotions, and thoughts. See, tamasic person is totally ignorant. This is how tamasic person is caught up in the world. He lives in an imaginary world. That is tamas. Everything is negative. Everything is pessimistic. It's all imagination. Oh, this government has come. America has gone. Finished. India, that government has come. This is what they all project. I'm giving you one simple example. It's all over. Medical system has gone. There is no honesty left. What do I do if I am sick? You better die than go to doctor. I mean, is it that bad? You see what I'm saying? It is tamas. Everywhere there is corruption. Nobody is pure. It's typical tamasic thinking. So it's like pessimistic thinking. So they are lost in that their own pessimistic world, or heedless action, lethargy. All this doing drugs and all that. It falls under tamasic action. Tamas. Or lethargy. There is no energy to do anything. Want to postpone, procrastinate. This is how a tamasic person is caught up in a tamasic world. Rajasic person is not content. Discontentment is rajas. Never happy, always complaining, grumbling. What is he doing? What is she doing? Acquire, enjoy. Only these two motivations. Indulge. Attached to whatever he or she contacts. Possessive. That is ego. The word which we use is kartutva bhavana. Even if you come to a spiritual field, you will have that kartutva bhavana. Oh, I am doing it. See, I have given charity. I have given donation. Sometimes I go to temple. I mean, I see the board. Vijay Muthukrishnan, $175,000 donation. I don't know whether he has done that. Just I am concocting. Why you want your name? Is typical rajas, that kartutva bhavana. And even if they come to spiritual path, rajasic people, it will be spiritual shopping. They will not study, they will not reflect, they will not be consistent, they will not follow any method. Family, tremendous attachment, holding on to children, grandchildren, attachment to wealth. All that put together is rajas. Are you following? So rajasic person is caught up in the world in this way. How is sattvic person caught up? Sattva is the highest quality in a human being, but sattvic person also is caught up. How he or she is caught up? That I am content in life. I am peaceful. And genuinely he is content. Genuinely he is peaceful. It's not that he is faking. I had done my obligations. So you feel peaceful and genuinely you have done your obligations at home, at work, or wherever. I am charitable. Genuinely you are charitable. If you are devotional, you get that satisfaction by going on a pilgrimage. Sometimes people drive 6-7 hours to have darshan one day trip they make. You get that contentment, that satisfaction. If you're intellectual, you study, you reflect, you are disciplined, right? See, rajas and tamas is easy to understand. I don't know whether you get what I am trying to say. It is sattvic contentment, that's the problem. I don't know, how to explain it. So your problem is complacency. I'm saying it though it is positive, it becomes negative. So complacency does not allow you to pursue the higher. You remain on the right side of the prism. Therefore, I showed that chart. You remain entangled, enmeshed in a pluralistic world of objects and beings. That's all. So tamasic person is completely caught up, enmeshed. Rajasic person, there is some hope. Sattvic person, he is genuine. He is a true seeker. But he also can get caught up. In fact, he is caught up. He is caught up in his or her goodness, which is genuine goodness. It's not that he or she is faking it. So complacency does not allow you to pursue the higher. It does not allow you to come out of this pluralistic world in which you are caught up. So either way you are caught up, you are entangled in the world, either positively or negatively. So you are always caught up at the wrong end. What are the two wrong ends? I hope, see, these are slightly subtle concepts. If somebody is coming for the first time, they might find it a little bit complicated, but it's not. So have patience. You will understand eventually. Guys, it's really high, very subtle. So you're always caught up at the wrong end. So my question is, what are these two wrong ends in which you're caught up?
Ignorance as part of tamas and complacency as part of sattva.
Good, very good. What else? How are you always caught up at the wrong end? Incidentally, I gave the answer myself.
The quagmire of perceptions, emotions, thoughts, and actions.
Correct, but then you have to explain. Answer is correct, but what are the two wrong ends? See, negatively is rajas and tamas. We already explained. Positively is what? Sattva, and that's what we all want to do. Are you getting it? See, that is where scriptures are totally different. Everywhere, everybody, I mean, you want to be peaceful, you want to be content, you want to do your obligatory duties. So, yes, all that is there, but it's not enough. In spite of, okay, it's far superior to rajas and tamas. I mean, there is no doubt about that. But even after doing that, in fact, when you do that, you get that sense of contentment, peace. Oh, I have done everything. They're saying, no, sir, you are still very much ignorant. You're still caught up in this pluralistic world. So this is how sattva, rajas, and tamas binds you. Another example we always give is finger in front of the eye. It's a very practical example. So if you hold finger in front of your eye, if you focus on the finger, the background goes out of focus. I don't see any one of you, isn't it? You just focus on the finger. If I focus on all of you, finger goes out of focus. So if your focus is on the world, that's what Veera was telling us. You're totally caught up in perception, action, emotion, and thoughts. That is everybody's life. So the supreme reality, which is the substratum of all this, which is your original nature, goes out of focus, meaning you have got no clue of what it is. You're lost in the world. But if you focus on that supreme reality, meaning you understand you are that supreme reality, and then you function, carry on with whatever you're doing in life, then you're not caught up in the world. So how do you function in the world? What is it that you do differently? Is there a particular lifestyle by which you're not caught up? Is there a particular profession only if you take that, or a lifestyle, then you're not caught up? Or there is no such thing? How do you function in life is the question. You have to be focused on the supreme reality. This is what scriptures are telling us. But then how do you apply that? What is it that you want to do, should do? Is there a particular path, particular lifestyle which you have to follow to do that, or there is no such thing?
Keep an observance of like you are just an observer instead of the doer. That will slowly draw your senses away from the world, and probably that will let the light shine through you instead of disperse through you.
Correct, but then how do you withdraw your senses? I mean, I'm giving a lecture. I'm using my senses, speech, ear, and eyes. If I withdraw that, no lecture. If you shut off your senses, what are you listening? I know it's a subtle concept, but if you get it, I mean, it will remain with you. It's not difficult. How do you function in the world?
Service and sacrifice.
But then you are lost in service and sacrifice. We already discussed that. That's the problem. And I think he quotes somewhere in this context the verse from Bible. I don't know whether it's in verse number 13.
Yes, verse number 13.
Yes, in the book. Jesus
Yes.
Christ declares the same truth. He that findeth his life shall lose it. He that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. Saint Matthew chapter 10, verse 39. Same concept. And what are we trying to do? Trying to find
Surrender.
life. Oh God, give
Surrender.
this to me. I want contentment. I want this. I want peace. He says you lost it. That is how you are getting lost in the world. So then how do you function in the world? Any person who is a thinker will ask this question, should ask this question. Should I give up everything and just pursue this? How many of us can do that? Nobody can do that. And what will you do? How will you survive? So where are your thoughts? That matters, nothing else. Doesn't matter what you do in life. Where are your thoughts? You could be in a profession, you could be in business, you could be in politics, you could be the most powerful person in the world. You could be in sports. Doesn't matter. Where are your thoughts? If your thoughts are on the higher, to begin with higher values, ultimately thoughts on the supreme reality, but you can't go there straight away. That is where that service, sacrifice, unselfishness comes. So if your thoughts are on the supreme reality, meaning you understand that's my ultimate mission in life. It's not that constantly you're telling that to yourself. And then you carry on with whatever you are doing. It doesn't matter. You could be in business, you do whatever you want to do. You will not get caught up, you will not get entangled in the world. See, my mission, I'm just giving you as an example. Don't take it literally. I could get easily caught up in the transaction of this knowledge. I have to spread this knowledge. I have to educate people. I mean, it's all unselfish. There is no selfish interest in that. But I am caught up. As far as I am concerned, I am entangled. I have lost my focus. But if I understand my ultimate mission in life is to find out my identity, to get to the supreme reality. And whatever I am doing, the spreading of Vedanta, it involves lecturing, it involves taking care of the logistics and everything, is means to an end. Then I am not caught up. Though I may be doing that 24/7, but at the back of my mind, I understand what's my mission in life. So where are your thoughts? You could be with a family, you could be with children, you could be with grandchildren, you could be on a vacation, profession, business, doesn't matter. Something or the other you have to do in life. But where are your thoughts? If your thoughts are on your ultimate mission in life, meaning you have understood that this is what my ultimate mission, one day I want to get there. And then you carry on with whatever you're doing. And you're in touch with this subject every day. Then your focus remains on your main mission in life. And whatever other activities you are doing, which involves your family life, it may involve recreation, your profession, or whatever you need to do in the world. You do it in a sense of detachment. This is how it gets translated into action, these concepts. But what is happening 99.99% deluded by these natures. I'm again reading the translation. Composed of the three gunas, we have no clue of what pure consciousness is. We are on the right side of the prism. All this world does not know me well, meaning we don't know, we don't understand. That's the supreme reality. Above all this and immutable, meaning changeless. So it's a very useful graph, refraction of a light. Immediately it should hit you, the concept. And then the thought flow continues in verse number 14.
दैवी ह्येषा गुणमयी मम माया दुरत्यया मामेव ये प्रपद्यन्ते मायामेतां तरन्ति ते दैवी ह्येषा गुणमयी मम माया दुरत्यया मामेव ये प्रपद्यन्ते मायामेतां तरन्ति ते
Verily, this divine illusion of mind, Daivi meaning divine. This divine illusion of mind made of gunas, already discussed, sattva, rajas, tamas, is difficult to cross over. He admits that. It's not easy to cross over, come out of this maya, this illusion. Those who seek me alone, meaning supreme reality, cross over this illusion. It's not that you can't come out, but are you seeking it? So what are you seeking? You must ask yourself, where are your thoughts? What are you pursuing? So you get what you pursue. If you are pursuing wealth all the time, that's what you will get. If you want family, if you want to acquire that, you will get that. Nothing wrong. But you will remain caught up in this illusion in this world. But if you are pursuing the supreme reality, yes, such a person will one fine day cross over this divine illusion. Illusion means maya. Why he is saying Daivi, illusion is divine? Because the substratum is divinity. Are you getting it? Otherwise, what is divine about this illusion? Substratum is divinity. Where there is divinity, you and I are projecting a pluralistic world. Actually, there is no world. There is only divinity. So therefore, he's saying this illusion is divine. Actually, what you are saying is divinity, but you and I don't understand that. See, the word Maya or illusion is it's a fascinating concept. It literally means not that. Is this world real? Maya, not that. Is this world unreal? No, it is Maya, not that. Then is it partly real, partly unreal? Not that. Reality and unreality cannot coexist, right? Where there is a rope, you see a snake. Actually, there is no snake, there is a rope, but you are experiencing snake. Somebody is seeing the snake, that boy is seeing the snake. So is snake unreal? Maya, you can't say it is unreal because it is existing for that boy, because he is terribly afraid of that snake. Maybe he's complaining, I was bitten by the snake. So as far as that boy is concerned, who is seeing the snake is real. But then what about the rope? You and I don't see the snake. That means it is not real. For you and me, it is not real. Those who don't see the snake, for them, the snake does not exist. But those who are experiencing the snake, for them, the snake is existing. So snake is an illusion. That illusion is true for a person who is caught up in the illusion. Understand this point. So similarly, where there is Brahman, where there is supreme reality, you and I are experiencing a pluralistic world. Yes or no? So is this world real? You can't say no, because you're coming straight from the fight with your husband or a wife. I mean, how can you say it is unreal? Hot, your ears are burning, eyes are still teary, mind is spinning, thoughts are on her. After the lecture, I will show her or him or whatever. So how can you say it is unreal? So is world unreal, which you and I are experiencing? Maya. As long as it lasts, it is real. So to you and me, it is real. See, right now we are going through waking state, right? Can you say waking state is unreal? Maya, not that. You can't say it is not real. But when you go to bed, you become a dreamer. So what happened to this waking world which you are experiencing right now? Then you're in a dream world. Is dream world real? Maya. It is real for a dreamer as long as he's caught up in a dream. But when you're in deep sleep, both waking world and dream world are gone. You have no clue. When they do surgery, they can amputate your leg or whatever, open heart surgery. I mean, you don't even come to know. Completely. So what happened to the waking world? What happened to the dream world? So to a deep sleeper, world does not exist. Those who have reached the state of self-realization by their own experience, they're telling us that this world does not exist. For them, it is an illusion, not for you and me. Are you getting it? If you find it complex, go back to the example of rope and a snake. Snake is real for a boy who is experiencing that snake. But that does not mean snake is real. I mean, those who see the rope, for them, what snake? They won't even understand. So this pluralistic world is made up of gunas, already explained. Everybody is caught up. We all are caught up. It is real. Though it is illusory, it is real as long as you are caught up in that world. The moment you come out of this pluralistic world, you understand it was a figment of your imagination, just as there was no snake to begin with. And all that boy is like crying and complaining and "Oh, mommy, snake, snake, snake." The moment he sees the snake rope, what happens to the snake? The moment boy sees the rope, what happens to the snake?
No longer exists.
No longer exists. But while he was experiencing it, it did exist. So similarly, you and I are going through a solid seeming world. You can't say you are perceiving it. You are going through various emotions. You have various thoughts and ideas. You're acting. So it is real. This illusion is real as far as you and I are concerned. This world is real, but they say it is Maya. So when you come out of that, you will understand it. Not till then. And he admits it is difficult to cross over. It's not a joke. Why is saying that? Because to begin with, you are completely entangled in it, isn't it? What rope? Boy is seeing a snake. It's like the ladies, they knit sweater or something, and you get that from Joanne. You buy that ball of thread. I don't know what is it called. And you're knitting a sweater. If you're not careful, it gets entangled. Fine. Initially, you can take out, everything. But if you leave it like that, 7, 8 days, 10 days, and the whole thing is like entangled, I mean, it's gone. Again, go back to Joanne and buy another, So this is what is happening. You're totally entangled in this world. Perceptions, actions, emotions, thoughts, like a movie. Constant it is going on. So you're already entangled in the world. Plus, your intellect is weak. And since your intellect is weak, mind gets attached to anything and everything it contacts. And also, due to weak intellect, you're ignorant. Weaker the intellect, more ignorant you are. So therefore, you cannot take this knowledge, the knowledge of the scriptures, even the basic concepts. Forget about relating to the refraction of light and all that. I mean, if you're not ready, you will fall off to sleep. What is this? What is happening? What is this guy saying? You can't relate to it. It's not that you don't have the capacity, but it's too caught up, entangled in the world. Because of weak intellect, mind has become possessive, attached. So thoughts are going in all directions. And also, if you make an attempt, some of you are making an attempt to genuinely get to the fourth state, or you want to pursue spiritual path, genuinely, I'm saying. You can't do that. Why can't you do that? Because you cannot stand up to your convictions to pursue this knowledge. You are dancing to the tune of, I don't know. You have to tell me whose tune you're dancing to. Spouse, maybe, to begin with, wife, partner, I don't know. 100%. Children and grandchildren. What is that? Bagpiper. They're playing and you are going behind them.
Pied
Friends.
Piper.
Hmm?
Pied Piper.
Pied Piper. Yeah, whatever. Some piper. You're dancing to the tune of your spouse, children, grandchildren, friends, relatives. The moment they call you, you're finished, you're gone. Tonight there's a party. Saturday, Sunday lectures are gone, finished. I'm not saying you should not go. Once in a while is okay. So you can't live to your own convictions. Your own conviction. I'm not saying my conviction. It's not I don't have that conviction. But intellect is weak. So therefore, he's saying tremendous efforts are required, which you are not willing to put. Are you getting it? What prevents you from coming out of this illusion? But also the conclusion is positive. Those who seek me alone cross over this illusion. It's not that it's not possible. See, he's coming from a different level. You get this knowledge, you are sincere, you learn these values, and within 3-4 years, your life will be straightforward. It goes without saying. You will overcome the pinpricks. I think you'll be able to have smooth relationship. You'll be a relatively peaceful person. You'll have that clarity to manage your life, all facets of your life. You'll get that focus. You'll not be tossed by the challenges of the world, relatively speaking. So any sincere seeker, I mean, this he's saying it's no big deal. He's not saying it directly, but it's no big deal. And that's the experience of maybe some of us. But coming out of illusion is no joke. You getting it? But also he says you can come out of it. Those who seek me, meaning supreme reality, they can definitely cross over this illusion. Eventually they will cross it. So you have to have that fixation. See, like an athlete who wants to win a gold medal for his country, isn't it? He has that fixation, he has that commitment. And it's not that he doesn't do anything else. He may have his family life, he may enjoy life, whatever. But everything is means to an end. The moment he feels it is interfering with his main goal, I want to win gold medal for my country, he soft pedals on it. Otherwise, how can he play that competitive sport? So similarly, you understand what's your ultimate mission in life. That doesn't mean you don't do anything else. It's not that you don't have family life, you don't have profession, you don't enjoy life. There is no such thing. The moment they start interfering with your goal, then you soft pedal, or if required, you say no. So that's what I meant by conviction. Don't take it personally. Now, you may have that conviction. I'm not saying nobody is having it, but that is where most people they falter. Therefore, I said you dance to the tune of everybody. This is how you get sucked into lower values, samsara in the world, because other people they don't have that commitment. They don't have that goal. You have that, but you succumb due to whatever reasons. It's not easy. And you don't have to do anything. You don't have to, first of all, announce to, I don't know, to your wife, hey, wife, listen, I have this conviction in my life. My ultimate mission in life is to come out of this illusion. Next question will be, do you remember tonight is our son's birthday party? No, that's not my conviction in life. What illusion? I mean, the fight will become real. You'll forget about the illusion. You don't have to announce anything to anybody. You feel that way. And you go along with the world as far as possible. But the moment you feel you're getting sucked into it, then you need to act on your convictions. And eventually, people will respect you for that. Same people who may say, oh, he did, he's ignoring me, and, I mean, quietly, if you do, same people, they will, eventually, they will respect you. Because they don't have any conviction. They're like a feather in a summer breeze. At least you're following one direction, you have that fixation. So you don't have to announce anything to anybody. So therefore, he says, those who seek me alone cross over this illusion. So it's a very positive touch, but it's no joke. It's not easy. And then in verse number 15, we will take it up next week. If you read it literally, you will quit. I mean, he's all using American language, as it were, not really. You are the worst of the worst. I mean, where are these? You may ask, where are these people? The evildoers, the muda means like fool, deluded, lowest of men, demonic. Where are these people? Who are these people? All of us. That is all. Hard to swallow, but he says that to shake us up. That's again, there's a positive touch to that. So let's do it next week. Sorry, we took extra 10 minutes because the thought flow was important today. So any quick doubt from what we discussed today? I know, I mean, today we discussed really subtle concepts. And if somebody is coming for the first time, I don't think they will show up next week. And I won't blame them. You joined at the wrong time, actually at the right time, if you understand. So I will see you next Saturday. So read from the book, It's like commentary explains everything. So we'll do verse number 15. In case you are attending Holocaust of Attachment, then I will see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amitji.
Welcome.